thought we were adjusting. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I am. Oh, this marker's dumb. I can't write with that.
Huh?
Wait,
Why not?
it's not showing up.
Oh, yeah. It's no. All right, Nate. We'll do number 5.
Can I write with my hand?
Sure.
Okay. I'll write with this. It is 70. Did it do it? 72.5%.
Very good. And by the way, and this is very good, Nate. If you guys don't write the percent at the end of this on the test, it's -1. Okay? Make sure you label them. Okay. Number 6. Bam. There you go. Very good.
Hey.
Very good. 92%. And according to Sam, when you buy a bow and arrow, it's going to cost you 170 schmackers.
Correct.
Was that how much it was listed for?
That was how much it was listed for.
Okay, how much did it actually cost you in the end?
I don't know, like, I think it was like 180.
One,
A little bit less.
so something like 180-ish, right?
Yeah.
This is the tag price or listed price, or this is how much they're selling it for, right? But when it's finally done and he pays all the money, he pays 180 schmackers total, right?
Correct.
Why did he pay so much more than what was actually listed?
The government.
Oh, yeah, but what does the government call it?
tax.
Tax. Bam.
Sales tax.
You know what's great about taxes? Is that it makes things cost more. As it turns out, most states have taxes. Okay?
Really?
Well, let me rephrase that, okay? Some states do not have a sales tax.
What?
But all that means is when you buy your house, they're just going to tax you that much more. Okay? If they're not taxing you one way, I promise they are taxing you another.
And the other
They will get their money one way or the other. It's just how they present it. Okay? So when you go to the store and you buy stuff, you get this tax stuff, right? In Utah, I think we're at well,
No, less than
for
that.
foods and stuff, it's like 7%. But for other things, it's different. Like gas is different. Okay. But notice, it is a percent. And what have we been calculating with these past, few days? Percents. How convenient is that? All right. Well, this works the same way with kayaks. Okay. Renting kayaks, or buying, I guess in this case, because he says he's buying it. He's going to buy a new kayak for $2,100, but then there's a 7% sales tax. Okay? So is he actually going to pay $2,100 for this kayak?
No.
Oh, no. He will not.
Multiply it by 0.07.
Is he going to pay more or less?
More.
How is it more when it's a 7% sales tax?
Because they want more.
Because you add 7%.
Oh, Sierra.
Okay, so you find 7% of the actual cost, and then you add it to the actual.
Very good. So you're adding the percent to the actual cost, right? Well, does that mean that we're actually multiplying by 7% or something else?
Something else.
Oh, something else. Okay. At least for the total, right? Okay, we'll go over it in a second, but just keep that in mind for now. So you can find the amount of tax on an item by multiplying the price by the tax percentage. Again, this will only tell you that he's going to pay this much in tax. Okay? And like many of you have said, then it's added to that $2,100. So use the amount of tax to fill in the receipt. There's a receipt. There it is. Bam. And I filled it out for you. So how much is he actually going to end up paying? $2,247. Sales tax is an additional amount of money charged on items that people buy. The total cost of an item is the regular price plus the sales tax. Let's find this total cost in the nearest cent. Okay, so the meal is going to cost you $7.50. This is for a nice cheeseburger with bacon, with the nice crisp lettuce, and a nice juicy tomato. Okay, lose the tomato, I apologize. With just onions, okay, sure. Fry sauce with a nice covering of fry sauce on the buns on the inside. And instead of one patty, you use two patties with two slices of cheese that's just melting and dripping over the side when you squeeze it. It's like, it almost becomes nacho cheese. It's so good, right? Then on the side you have fries, actually sweet potato fries. That are just lightly salted. I will punch your face. And you have a nice soda, like Sprite. Right? And then on the side they do one of those, what do they call those, like a volcanic cake.
Molten cake.
Yes, it's pouring out chocolate. And it's nice and hot with a nice scoop of ice cream just plopped on top.
Dang it, like that's.
In any case, all of this has costed you $7.50, but that's before tax. Okay?
It seems like you're getting.
We do need to add the tax onto this. So you got $7.50. How do I figure out how much tax I pay? Very good. We're going to multiply this by the tax, which is 6.5%. So as a decimal, 0.065. Very good. And if we were to multiply this, then we get.
Please tell me I have my calculator today, Mr.
Yeah, someone with a calculator, please.
I will. No, I hate myself. No, I don't. I found it.
All right, this is good. Okay. So this is $0.4875, right? As it turns out, well, let's add these two together. Okay, so you have your total. We're going to add the tax. So it's 0.4875. And your total now is 7.9875. Here's another great thing about owning your own business is when you tax people like this, you can get a cent. Bam. See how we're going to round this to the nearest cent? As it turns out, they will now charge you $7.99. So with this tax, what we need to do is write the tax as a decimal percent, right? So it's 7.25%.
Oh, duh.
Which as a decimal would be
Gosh.
0.072.
very good, 0.0725. All right, so this represents our tax right here. Okay. Now here's what we're going to do. Since we're finding the total amount, just going to put a 1 there. So once again, I'm going to put a 1 there because I'm finding the total, not the tax. Oh, let me rephrase that then. It's the total with the tax, okay? So think about this. We're going to buy a scooter, right?
Yes.
Here's our scooter. So, there's our scooter, right?
More like a bike.
Well, it's one of those new scooters that you just, you know, you wiggle the handlebars and you go forward. Something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so this scooter is going to be $89.75, right? How much of the scooter are you going to buy?
All of it.
How much are you going to pay for?
All of it.
In percent.
And more.
No, just without the tax. How much percentage of the scooter are you going to pay for? Very good. You're going to pay for 100% of the scooter. But then they say, oh, you paid for the scooter, but now you've got to pay tax.
The devil of the world.
And how much was the tax?
7%.
7.25%. Which now equals how many percentages are you paying?
107.25%.
Very good. This is 107.25%, which as a decimal is 1.0725. All right. Well, how much did the scooter cost? Well, it was originally $89.75. But now if we multiply this by 1.0725, which includes the tax now, this will equal how much?
$96.
So what did it equal then? $96.26 rounded?
Got 90.
Yeah, rounded.
2,
All right.
5, 6, 8.
Bam. Now here's the thing is, try this on your calculator. So take 89.75, so that's the dollars, multiply it by 0.0725, and what did you get? 6.51 something? 50? Multiply it by 89.75 times 0.0725. Okay, that will tell you how much tax you just paid.
Can you just do that and add it?
Now add it to the 89.75, and what do you get?
Right answer. You get 96.2.
96.26. It's the same thing. Yeah, I don't care how you do it. I've just shown you two ways, and you get to choose.
Mr. Salzy.
I'll wait till the whole pass goes back. All right, with taxes, you're always dealing with
Oh my gosh.
money, so make sure you label these as money. Okay? All right, here you go.
Alright, sweet. So you have your 42 schmackers, right? Smackers, whatever. Get 5.5%. Close enough. You have to put it over 1 or 2. 0.055. And then you will multiply it by 42, and you get, I'm trying to do this in my head, you should get 2.31, I think. I think you get $2.31, and then you add it to $42, and you get $44.31 as your total cost.
All right. Is that what everyone else got? All right. Tip or gratuity is a small amount of money in return for a service. Total price is the regular price. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing is when a store gets a product, delivered to their store, like, I don't know what store, Walmart, that's common, right?
They have a lot of fruit.
So Walmart has lots of fruit.
Cabela's has lots of.
Okay. All right, so when the store gets it, so when Walmart buys their fruit, they go to them and they say, hey, we will buy your fruit for this price. And they say, okay, here's some fruit. And then they take it back to the store and they say, you will pay this much for the fruit.
But it's a
Okay?
little bit more.
But it's always more.
Always.
That is what we call a markup. So this will be $5.25, right?
Right.
That's just the tip, but we want the total, so we need to add this to our original amount. So you got the $35 plus your tip, $5.25. Bam, $40.25.
Oh.
That's just like 2.
If you want good service, just give them 41 bucks. Okay? But for the purposes of math, just 40.25. This one, notice the treatment was 42 bucks, right? But in this case, we're paying both tax and tip. Okay, so we've got to figure out both. And then if we want the total cost, we'll add it to the $42, okay? So as it turns out, we're going to take the 42, we're going to find out the tax. So we're going to multiply this by 0.06. That will tell us the tax. But then we got to take the 42 and multiply it by 20%, which is the tip. So 0.2, which is going to tell us, again, the tip. Okay. So how much in tax are we going to pay for this? What is it? What?
Together we're gonna pay $15.
Wait, this is the 6%, right?
No.
Did I say tax or tip?
You said tax.
Tax. How much in tax are we going to pay?
$2.52.
$2.52. Thank you. And how much in tips are we going to pay? $8.40. Very good. Okay. And we're going to add this to the total, or the actual cost, or of the treatment, which was 42. Okay, so we're just going to add all these. So you got a 2 and a 9er, 8, 10, 12. Bam, $52.92. This the way that Sarah was just talking about. Okay, so notice the 20% and the 6% are all based on the $42, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the $42 and multiply it by these two combined. So 20% plus 6% is
26%.
26%, which as a decimal is 0.26. So multiply this by 0.26 and you get 1092. Very good. So this is how much you're going to pay for the tax and the tip. But now you need to add this to 42 schmackers. 52.92. Is that what we got in the last one? Oh, yeah. Okay, notice on this one you're going to pay the 42 bucks, right? I'm going to pay the 20% tip. I'm going to pay the 6% tax and 100% of the price. So this would give me how much percent? It's going to give me a total of 126%. Okay. So what's 42 times 1.26? The calculator? So with the calculator. 42 times 1.26.
52.92.
There you go. It's the same thing. Okay. So you get to choose. B. No.
Okay, so what I did was I made the 20% into 0.2, and then I multiplied that by 15, and I got 3. Then I added that to 15, and I got $18.
Can you make that more complicated?
Sorry.
Dang it, Sierra. So a store pays 150 bucks for a portable basketball backboard. The markup is 40%. What is the selling price? Okay. So we got to figure out 40% of the 150. Okay. So you got 150 bucks. And we need 40% of that, right? And that will equal 60.
No, 63.
No, 60.
Wait, why?
150 times 0.4.
That's
Right.
why. Wait. Okay.
So If the store pays 150 and they're selling it for 60, how much are they going to make off this basketball hoop? What backboard? They're going to make 60. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. All right.
So they bought it for 150. They're going to sell it now for $210. Okay. All we did there is we took the 150 and added it to the 60. Bam. $2. $210.